What up, anime fans? Today we're here to talk about episode 77 of Dragon Ball Super, and man, the first in the tournament survival arc, which I can't believe is finally here. So exciting. So there's been a lot of work around the live stream today, and then also the editing for the Blue Geass video, which we already released, and then now it's finally time for Dragon Ball Super. So yeah, like 3 videos made in one day. Crazy. Anyways, this has been pretty cool experiencing this new arc, and the intro itself was awesome. I enjoyed the new animation, I enjoyed the new song, and I love the fact that now we're gonna see more of Android 17, because I was always wondering, like, you know, what? I was surprised because we never mentioned him. So now seeing him, hopefully elaborating on his story, his character is gonna be interesting. There's also then the fact that Master Roshi looks like a total badass in the intro, and there's the fact that Gohan seems like he's powering up to unlocking Elder Kai's potential, which kind of seems like he might be getting back into things, back into shape. I hope so. I really miss, like, rest in peace, Teen Gohan. I miss you, man, but we'll see. Maybe we'll see resurrection of that epicness. There was no Sandman in the intro, which was reassuring, to say the least. So we open up with this episode with the Zenos, the two of them, and they seem to be playing marbles with, wait for it, planets. So they were pretty much hitting planets into one another, and I don't know if this didn't seem to be just simulation, because later it jumped into actual real-sized planets getting destroyed. So it seems like they're just destroying planets for fun, and they're even bored with it, but they're still doing it, which is pretty problematic since you're like the king of the universe and everything. But that aside, it definitely showed the power of these two individuals, these two guys, and wow, it's crazy. I mean, these guys are way more powerful than Whis, and yet more naive than Goku, and that's saying a lot in Super. So we definitely gotta watch out for them, and I mean, who knows, they might reluctantly become the enemies in this new arc. And then we get to Goku, and then we get to some funny, hilarious slice of life moments in this Dragon Ball Super episode, including these bandits trying to stick up Goku, which was hilarious. Like, Goku, worst possible person you could stick up. They pretty much try to take the truck, the new truck that Bulma got him. He's like, no way. He beats them up, of course, without breaking a sweat. But then one shot actually ends up hitting his skin, and usually like that wouldn't mean anything, but this time he actually got the tiniest scratch after blocking all those bullets. And I mean, who says that Superman's got anything on Goku? No way, no way. Goku's on top of that shit. Doesn't even need to transform to Super Saiyan. Just saying. He got a scratch from a bullet, and that's not even usually the case. He wouldn't usually do it, but since he's apparently been out of practice, so that's why he's actually gotten a scratch from the bullet. So it kind of reminds us of the Krillin getting injured with the bullet. So it looks like Saiyans aren't beyond that either if they don't train. So obviously we're going back to training, and that's great, and there's a lot of other hilarious moments in this episode. After he realizes that no one really wants to train, including Krillin, who's actually, you know, busy doing his job, then we actually have Goku contacting Whis. And of course, how do you get Whis or Beerus to do whatever you want? Get them food that they haven't tried before, which is weird that they would have to not try it, since apparently they love everything. So you think they just enjoy the food they already know they love, but I guess you gotta do new stuff. So I'm hoping they don't run out anytime soon. So Whis obviously is down. Goku picks up Goten at his house. Goten wants to go train with him, so he sneaks away with Goten, even though Chi-Chi wants him to study, because, you know, look at the wonders it did for Gohan. I mean, he's definitely doing great, right? But anyways, and then a lot of funny moments, including when Goten tells Goku, gives him a lecture practically, about how to be polite, which was hilarious. He teaches him about proper manners, and Goku's like, man, you know a lot. So yeah, nice, Goku. Now even Goten surpassed you in just overall knowledge. Excellent. Anyways, Bulma ends up catching Goten, before he actually goes to Whis' planet, which is a shame because I'd like to see Goten really, if he gets ad training at this age, develops a love for it, I feel like that could be interesting to pursue, but then again, Chi-Chi's not gonna let that happen. They have to study, be scholars. Also, what do you know? Bulma's pregnant. So a lot of us knew already that this would be the case, but yeah, Bulma's pregnant and we'll see. This is very interesting. Is it gonna be boy, girl? Can we get clues from GT or is that out of the bag? That's gonna be interesting to see how that character develops, and are we gonna even have time while the show is still going on to develop this young character? That's going to be definitely interesting, and I think the best part of that whole situation was just seeing Vegeta's response to it, because Vegeta did not want to go train. So we've seen like a complete 180 in Vegeta. Like, this is meaningful, guys. We've seen Vegeta go from everything being about being the best fighter, beating Kakarot, and this time he says, no, Bulma wouldn't like it, I should stay for the kid being born, and Goku even teases him. He's even like, come on, Vegeta, like, you want me to be stronger than you? And he's like, we'll see, Kakarot, but I'm not leaving. So that was big, guys. Vegeta is definitely now a completely different person than he was, and it's cool to see how much he's, you know, changed and how much he cares for Bulma and his son or daughter to be. That's going to be interesting. I look forward to seeing his further evolution as a father. I mean, wow, this is the same guy who attacked Earth and then gave into his hate again for Majin Vegeta, and now he's better than Goku. As Goku said, he was dead when Goten was born. So you gotta love how far Vegeta's come. And then we see Goku remembering about the tournament, of course. That's gonna be the main event of this whole arc. And obviously he ignores Beerus's and Whis' very intelligent and justified warning not to push the button and go see the Xenos, because obviously there's going to be problems and Goku doesn't want to listen. He pushes it, he goes see the Xenos, and he reminds him of the tournament, and of course we find out in the preview that the universes that do poorly are going to be erased. So literally Goku, by being his naive self who just loves to fight, put his universe as well as other universes in danger, which is obviously very problematic because this is like the hero of the universes usually, and now he put everyone he loves, including other strangers, in danger. So yeah, I mean, why? But for our sakes, it's gonna be interesting, and I guess the creators were thinking, how do we make this interesting? I mean, what's the kick? How do we make it more intense? And they're like, let's just put the universes on the line. Yeah, that'll work. So man, now we have the universes are gonna be on the line. Goku better step up his game. He's the reason for all this, and I hope that they're gonna figure out a solution. I think they will, where no universes are destroyed because, let's say, the tournament is a success or whatever. But yeah, it goes again to show Goku's how naive he is, and also again we see the Xenos aren't really good people. They're neutral, but in order to satisfy their own boredom, they're willing to cause mass destruction to all universes, which is pretty problematic. And I mean, again, when you have someone, the most powerful character, pretty much god of gods, and then they're as naive and don't really care about consequences as these guys are, you're definitely going to see some problems. So I look forward to seeing how that progresses and how the characters deal with these Xenos. Another thing that's revealed is how old the universe is, which is interesting. So apparently the universe is 3,135,500,603 days old. So that would roughly translate, in our logic, obviously they're not using Earth logic, but anyways, that would translate to about 8,590,413 years. But they also say on the 157th hour, as we know, we have 24 hours, so it's much longer than that even seems, and that seems huge. So we get a sense for how long these Xenos, if they don't change positions, have been here and how long the universe has been here. Insane to even think about. And yeah, guys, I'm psyched. So far, I love the animation for this season, and now we're approaching. Everything's been set, the stage's been set, and now we're waiting to see some awesome battles. And you know that even the smaller characters like Krillin and Master Roshi are gonna put up some entertaining fights. And guys, if you want to keep up with these reviews, subscribe. Every Saturday I'll be doing a review of the episode. So look forward to that. Until next time, see you, Space Cowboys.